Act. Now, the Gen Z revolution and the finance bill triggered leadership that is deep in the young people to come out and actually speak for themselves. That's one thing we must know. So as much as it appears there was no leadership, or it is leaderless based on positional leadership. But everybody in the state is a leader at their own capacity. And that's why they are making leadership move to object or to demand for accountability or transparency. Now, this revolution is a call to the whole continent. That the continent can no longer actually discriminate or put aside the younger people in the policies and their development issues to run the government. The younger people form a bigger percentage of each country in the continent. And the government must realize that it's high time that they must involve the younger people in the decision making. Failure to which these people will feel more of dissociated and they will rebel and...
Yes, as you all know, this was a youth-based protest, but they were raising issues about the whole country, or rather grievances that almost everyone would like to air. But it had mixed feelings from the general public, but many Kenyans were so supportive, especially the youth and the generation just before us. They were very supportive because they saw it as a necessary step that needed to be taken so that the regime, this particular administration, would listen and try to understand what are we really saying, so that they may not only represent us, but represent us in the manner that we wish and want. Also some segments of the public was skeptical. They weren't sure about the effectiveness of the protest because this is not the first protest in Kenya. So not everyone is sure if it will bring any impact. So some people are doubtful. But may I say this, that this was not an anti-government protest. This was a pro-good governance protest. And also a greater part of Kenyans were concerned about the potential for war and chaos because the previous protests were associated with so much violence, and some were worried about the protesters' safety and the property damages and all that. So it had mixed reactions and mixed feelings about it, but most of the Kenyans were so in support of it because there was need for action. There was need.
Yes, what Kenya has done has really set a standard, and now they are being referenced, they are being used as a litmus test when it comes to youth engagement and youth, proactiveness, holding a particular government accountable. I have followed this protest, as you correctly said, right from day one, and whichever platform I find myself, I could see that people are making reference, Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal, and I see one country, I think it's Senegal, who were even making plays to the Gen Zs in Kenya for them to tell them how they were able to gather that crowd, how they were able to convince people to come out to fight for what they think is wrong, So I think it's really a very good start, and if you set the standard, I could see what is happening in Ghana right now. A lot of people are saying that, yeah, let's resort to the Kenyan principle. You want Kenya to be in Ghana because of certain things that are occurring currently in Ghana if it comes to state properties, corruption issues, and all that.